Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Please repeat after me from the first verse. वेदो नित्यमधीयतां तदुदितं कर्मस्वनुष्ठीयताम् तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम् पापौघः परिधूयतां भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छा व्यवसीयतां निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम् सङ्गसत्सु विधीयतां भगवतो भक्तिर्दृढा धीयताम् शान्त्यादिपरिचीयतां दृढतरम् कर्माशु सन्त्यज्यताम् सद्विद्वानुपसृप्यतां प्रतिदिनं तत्पादुका सेव्यताम् ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यताम् वाक्यार्थश्च विचार्यतां श्रुतिशिरः पक्षः समाश्रीयताम् दुस्तर्कात् सुविरम्यतां श्रुतिमतः तर्कोऽनुसन्धीयताम् ब्रह्मास्मीति विभाव्यताम् अहरहर गर्वपरित्यज्यताम् देहेऽहं मतिरुज्यतां बुधजनैः वादपरित्यज्यताम्. In the third verse, we were at the last word. Brahmaikaksharam Shrutishiro Vakyam Samakarnyatam. So, the one word is Om, Arthyatam. We have to recognize the meaning of that word. Om means what? Is it only a noise? Is it a decoration on the wall? What exactly Om means? Therefore, we have seen yesterday, our life is divided in three parts: waking, dream and deep sleep. And all the three are supported by a common denominator. So that common denominator is indicated by the word Om. We have seen this. Then, Shruti Shiro Vakyam Samakarnyatam. Shruti Shira Vakya, the ultimate declaration of the Vedas. When we talk about Shruti, we should be distinctly clear. Shruti means Veda. Don't become secular. See? When you become secular, you are destroyed. Therefore, Shruti Shiro Vakyam Samakarnyatam. Why it is called Shruti? Shruti means hearing, ears. So the truth is heard. It is not written. It is not studied, taking books in the hand. Those of you who have seen, they do the Ghana part. Ghana part is chanting, let us say for example, Gayatri Mantra Ghana part. Om Tassavitur Tassavitur Savitur Savitur Tassavitur Varenyam Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo like that, This is called Ghana part. By that, this knowledge becomes deeply one with our mind. Then we don't have to refer the books. Therefore, the study is first hear, listen. Now, once we are constantly listening to this, then Samakaranyadam, when we are constantly listening to this, about this I'll tell you one small event. There was a great Mahatma in Hubli, and his name is Siddharuda Swami. He lived for 125 years or so. So when I go there regularly, so I go to that ashram, all those people invite me and khana pina milta hai, therefore I go. And there, around this samadhi, these 4 Mahavakyas are written. Prajnanam Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, written there. So, the story of his life goes, when he was 5 years of age, with his mother, he used to go for satsanga. And there one day, the satsanga was that ultimately the earth dissolves in the water, water dissolves in the fire, fire dissolves in the air dissolves in the space. In this way, the whole world is dissolved. Now that so small child, 5 years, he asked, where does the space dissolve? So that Mahatma told that I do not know, to be frank with you. For that you have to go to the Mahatmas and they will tell you. I cannot tell you. I have no experience. So he, at that age, he leaves home and runs here and there. Long story cut short, and ultimately he is established in this. Now the same thing I am telling you, to be attentive. This is one of the techniques of your meditation. There are hundreds and hundreds of them. From the toe up to the loins is Prithvi Tattva. From the loins up to the umbilicus is the Jala Tattva, waters. From the umbilicus up to the heart is the Agni Tattva. From the heart up to the throat is the Vayu Tattva. From the throat up to the Bhrumadhya, in between the eyebrows, is the Akasha Tattva, space. From Bhrumadhya to Sahasrar is the Manas Tattva. And beyond that, Dvadashangulam, you can see the height beyond above my head. This area is called as Dvadashangula. Dvadashangulam is 12 fingers. It is equivalent to, if you take 4, 4 and again 4, that much distance, it is normally this much. So the sadhana is told, dissolve the earth in the waters. Only bhavana, you don't have to do anything. Everything is bhavana. So you dissolve. Now you are only up to the loins. Below there is nothing. Then dissolve the waters in the fire. So you are only up to umbilikas. Below that there is nothing. Then dissolve the fire in the air. You are now only up to the heart. Below that there is nothing. Dissolve the air in the space. So you are only up to the throat. Below that there is nothing. Dissolve the space in the mind. So below the Bhru Madhya, or rather below the Sahasrar, there is nothing. But you are still there. See Maharaj, come back. Samakarnitam. Listen with all attention and commitment. Now, after having said this, now the third verse, Vakyarthascha vicharyatam. Vakya artha, prajnanam brahma, means what? You can name your child as prajnanam. Brahma, Brahma. Like many people name their children Soham. Soham is a mantra. Do you name your children, hey, Om Namah Shivaya, come here? But dumb people are dumb, you can't help them. See? So, Vakyarthasya vicharyatam. What is the meaning of Prajnanam Brahma? What is the meaning of Tattvamasi? Be attentive. When the words do not carry the meaning, it has no impact on us. How simple it is? Suppose some Chinese girl comes and tells you something in Chinese. When I was in China with my friend, their name was Hua. And from there I went to New Zealand. And they had 2 daughters. So, what are their names? Swami ji, I said, I have named them. Kya? Jo hua, so hua. Now they are married. But now also they are, Swami ji, yours, lovingly, Jo hua. See? When the words do not carry the meaning, it is a noise. While talking, suppose, suddenly I know, and therefore, you see what happened? Because it has no meaning. Exactly the same way. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukaviyo Vandanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamritat. क्या समझ में आया? Very nice chanting. Therefore, Vakyarthasya vicharyatam. We have to distinctly, clearly inquire. What is the meaning of Prajnanam Brahma? Bhagwan Shankaracharya was Rigvedi. Therefore, his first commentary on Upanishad was on Aitareya Upanishad. And in Aitareya Upanishad, this Mahavakya comes, Prajnanam Brahma. So, Prajnanam Brahma, the objectless awareness is Brahma. That knowledge where the objectivity is not yet crystallized. That is Prajnanam Brahma. And it is not one per head. It is the one which includes everything. So, Vakyarthasya vicharyatam. Now, when you are thus inquiring from on the basis of these Mahavakyas, so Prajnanam Brahma defines, then Tattvamasi, the instructions are given to the disciple. This comes in Chandogya Upanishad, where the Shweta Ketu, he comes after studying very arrogantly and stands in front of his father. So the father asks, were you not told how to respect elders? What is there to respect? If you were told what is the Atma, Brahma, I don't know what is that. Then the father gives him instruction, Tattvamasi. And Brahman, you are. So here, Tattvamasi, thou art. You are the reality. Don't search anywhere here and there. You have to try this right away. No, after the lecture. What sadhana will you do to come back to your own vision? Do you have to close your eyes? No need. Come back to your vision. Your experience will be like the experience of the mirror, which reflects everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't get attracted or repelled by anything. In Tripura Rahasya, the Guru is wife and disciple is husband. And after the whole thing was over, he was sitting in meditation on his bed. Many people have got that funny thing, meditation. So she, being his wife and Guru, she came and sat next to him and hugged him. He said, "Why are you again getting indulgent in these things? You only taught me the divine. Don't disturb me. Don't you see? I am in meditation." So she laughs, ha 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 ha. What is there to laugh? She asks, "What do you get when you close your eyes? And what do you lose when you open your eyes?" Work on this. Tattvamasi. This is what we are. Vakyarthasya vicharyatam shrutishiro pakshassamasriyatam. So we have to follow the instructions of the scriptures and follow them in letter and spirit as taught by the Guru Maharaj. Vakyarthasya vicharyatam shrutishiro. Shrutishiro means Upanishad, Vedanta. Pakshassamasriyatam. There are two types of statements in the scriptures. One type of statements are those which demand follow-up action. For example, if you do the Gayatri mantra for 2400,000 times, you will discover the Brahma Tej in you. Really? Yes. Okay. Then what do? Oh, I have to do also? Yes. But that has to be done intelligently, not like a dumb person. He went to the doctor and said, "Doctor Saab, I want to reduce my weight. Please tell me what should I do." He says, "Very simple. Every day run 8 miles. Run for 1 month. I guarantee you, you will lose weight." After 1 month, he calls, "Doctor Saab, yes. Weight reduced or not?" "Yes, yes, weight is reduced. But one more problem." "What?" "I am 240 miles away from home." See? What can you do to such dumb people? Therefore, one knowledge is which demands follow-up action, but intelligently, not dumb way. And second knowledge is which doesn't demand any follow-up action. See? Like, this cloth is ochre color. This is knowledge. So what you have to do? Nothing. You are that. Tattvamasi. You don't have to do anything. On the contrary, the whole spiritual practice is a process of undoing and unbecoming. Shrutishiro pakshassamashriyata. See, in Bhagavan Shankara's Bhashya, in many places, when action is required, what are the conditions? Number one, something is away from us. Therefore, we have to walk and reach and get it. Then, something is not there. Therefore, it has to be created through action. Third, it is impure. Therefore, it has to be cleaned by action. See? And it is incomplete. Therefore, you have to add something to it. Then only it becomes complete through action. None of these things are required. You are not there where you are not. See, friends, we can ask a question: where is earth? Where is water? Where is fire? Where is air? We cannot ask the question: where is the space? What will be the answer? Where the space is not? See, friends, Shruti Shiro Vakya Samakarinetam. We have to again and again do this. Nobody can do it for us. Be contemplative. And then for this, what is one of the difficulties that comes in our life is Dustarka Suviramyatam. Don't get lost in the logic. Dustarka is logic that does not fall in tune with the authority of our scriptures. That is Dustarka. Like one young boy asked me this question when I was interviewing for the course. A Bengali boy, he asked, Swamiji, I want to ask you a question. Yes. Have you seen God? I said, why should I tell you? No, I just want to know, have you seen God or not? I said, I will not tell you. No, actually, similar question was asked by Vivekananda to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Therefore, I am asking this question to you. I said, you may be Vivekananda, I am not Ramakrishna. See? Therefore, Dustarka Suviramyatam, don't get into any argument. Therefore, when somebody asks me some question, and if I had to reply, I put these two conditions. Condition number one, no discussion, no argument. Whatever I have to speak, I'll speak. Thereafter, the topic is over. Because Naraji distinctly, Spashtataya tells, Vado na avalambyaha. Never take refuge in arguments. Arguments can never be conclusive. They will keep on adding one or the other. And the final thing, if you want to learn, in the relative world, there is no absolute solution. Recently, I met one boy. I said, hey, when are you going to become Chatushpad? People think after marriage they become Chaturbhuj. So he didn't understand. Swamiji, what is this Chatushpad? I said, you ask your mother. So, Swamiji, I am searching for a girl which is like that. I said, look here. The type of girl that you want is not created by God, he told me. Life is only adjustment. You have to adjust 100%. Two minds can never agree with everything. This is how the world is maintained. Therefore, let us not get lost in this kind of argument. But this is, no, you adjust. See? The 4 adjustments I tell you, how to do adjustment. Because we have to deal under 4 conditions. First condition is we have to be with our father or elders. So we are son or daughter. How to deal with them? Whatever they say, before listening, say yes. And do whatever you have to do. Old people should never be argued with. Because when you argue, it becomes real. Immediately say, yes, Papa, yes, perfectly all right. After some time, they will forget. Yes, about what? You are relaxed. Don't waste your time in that. See? And those who are youngsters, to them, yes, listen, but don't give anything. Let them struggle. But the main thing you are not telling, wife, That is the simplest one. See? When she talks, you keep quiet. When she is quiet, you don't talk. Life is cheer. Dustarka suviramyatam. No argument, no logic. Yeah, it's Ichche. And this is not arrogance. It is not ahankar. Like, suppose I tell, if you want to see the colors and forms, you have to use the eyes and nothing else. Is it a ahankar? Is it an argument? It is a truth. In the same manner, dustarka suviramyatam. Any logic which does not fall in tune with the authority of the scriptures, keep away. And therefore, with such people, we never get involved. There was one lady from here only. She called me when I was in India. Swamiji, when are you coming to Bay Area? I said, I don't know when. Jab aayenge, tab aayenge. So, no, my daughter has some problem in her school. So, she was asking me questions. So, this is the question you reply me. I will tell her. I said, don't do that. Whatever I tell you, how much you understand. And what you tell her, what she understands. And you will make more mess of it. Then what do? I said, when I am coming that area, then you bring that daughter yours and I'll talk to her. So when I came, then that girl was brought. I went to their house. I said, look here. What type of clothes you put on? Will you go on justifying with the world? No. That is your private affair. See? What type of food you eat in the morning? You don't have to tell everybody. No, we eat because, no need. We eat, that's it. It is your personal life. Exactly the same way. Anybody asks you about your religion, give this reply. Sorry, this is my personal affair. Don't peep into. Over. If we have no authority, don't talk. But then with our half knowledge, we try to say something and make a mess of it. Therefore, dustarka suviramyatam. Don't get lost in unwanted logic. Then, shruti shiro tarko anusandhiyatam. Anusandhiyatam, then follow the tarka, the logic given by the scriptures. See? Now, I'll give you one or two logic. This is according to scriptures. The logic is cause and effect is an illusion. Karya karana mithya. Now work on this. This is according to scriptures. Cause and effect is illusion. So there was one father who became angry with his son. And he was Chat GPT grandchild. So he was scolded by the father. I gave you birth and you behave like this with me. He said, Dad, enough is enough. What happened? Who told you gave me birth? Now this fellow started shaking. Now what is coming, we don't know. Then he said, before I was born, who called you dad? So I gave you birth. Now tell me, who is whose father, who is whose son? Karya karana mithya. Friends, be attentive. This world is defined by our scriptures only three factors. Number one, vastu, inert object, vastu or dravya. Second is activity, dynamism, kriya. And third is knowledge. Only these three things put together is the world. There is no fourth thing. Then we will ask the cause. So this is what the world is. What is our question? What is the cause of dravya inertia? What is the cause of activity? What is the cause of knowledge? So what we are told, the cause of dravya or inert is the tamoguna, the cause of activity is rajoguna, and the cause of knowledge is sattvaguna. So, because of the sattva, rajas, tamas, is the three things, or because of these three things, are they established? See, cause is always established on coming to the effects. Therefore, cause and effect, they are mutually dependent. The truth is independent. See? Like colors and forms are the effect. Vision is the cause. If there is no vision, colors and forms don't exist. And you have got some problem in your eye, you go to the doctor. And the doctor will make you sit and put a board there. Can you read the first line? By the time he says like this thing, the electricity fails and there is absolute darkness. Can you read? What read? I can't see anything. Meaning, because of the lights, the vision is, and because of the vision, the lights are, is it not? So what is the reality? Reality is the mind. So, mutually dependent variables are supported by the third independent variable. Simple rule. Waking comes and goes, dream comes and goes, deep sleep comes and goes, samadhi comes and goes. There is one factor which has never come and never gone. Beyond cause and effect. And therefore, Shruti Shiro Tarko Nusandhiyatam. Don't get lost in cause and effect. It is like this. See, friends, there are many things in our Puranic language which should not be read with our level of ignorance. Otherwise, you will come across so many things and then you dig that somewhere in YouTube or internet and start arguing what kind of religion it is. Brahmaji did like this and all that. You don't understand, don't talk. Our interest is that we evolve spiritually. There is no other thing left in our life, my friends. In the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhe yatatam api siddhanam kaschid mam vetti tattvataha. Among thousands of them, one rare person is putting the efforts. Among such thousands of them who are putting efforts, one among them is putting the right type of efforts. Among such thousands of seekers who are putting right type of efforts, they are committed, they don't give up. And among such millions of them, there is but one who comes to know the truth. Now you can hear it in two ways. Oh God, it is damn difficult. Or the second thing is, you are that. Behind every one of you, there are few million standing. Don't condemn yourself. Papoham, papa karmaham. No. You already crossed a long list of hurdles. Now, after having come over here, now be committed. Prashant was asking me this, I told him, there are 4 types of people who gather. One type of people gather for Bollywood free entry dance. The second type of people gather in the hospitals. The third type of people gather in the temples. And fourth type of people gather in the gym. Now, those who gather in the Bollywood thing, maximum number, they are a bhogi, indulgent. The second type go to the hospitals. Do we get invitation from the hospital? Please come. Kai dino se nahi aaye. No. We go on our own. Because we are rogi. Either bhogi or rogi. And the third, who go to temple to fulfill the desire. Kami. Our satsanga is not for these three types of people. Then the fourth is the one who goes to the gym. See? Once I was going to gym and one person says, Swamiji, I want to come with you. I said, you cannot come, man. No, I want to. Come then. So when I entered, the person, he said, no, you cannot come. Why? When Swamiji can come, you can't. Why can't I come? You have got two additional legs and you have got a belt over here. What will you do there? You can't even stand properly. So who goes to the gym? He who is healthy and wants to maintain the health. You are all healthy. Physically, mentally, financially, spiritually. And if you are healthy, what is the sign of health? You don't want anything. Therefore, our satsanga will not give you anything. If you have come with the hope that if I go, what will I get? You get nothing. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Are we ready for this bargain? He who can discover fulfillment in the absence of everything, he is established in the truth. Therefore, our this Maha Mantra Mala, life is a time pass. Relax, man. I want to do this, I want to suffer. Relax. And when you start knowing this principle, life is a celebration, not a calibration. When you celebrate, do you count? See, we spend every moment cheerfully, happily. Therefore, nothing to do, nowhere to go. This mantra I discovered in Nepal. We were going to Kailash Manas and I was not interested at all. But they forced me, booked my ticket and I had to go. You think that we are Swami, we are free, but we are the most bound people. We have to listen to everybody. Swamiji, eat this thing. But I don't like it. No. हमने इतनी प्यार से बनाया. अरे? So we have to, okay. So we flew from Kathmandu to Nepalganj and from there we had to take a helicopter and go. When we reached there, it started raining first in cats and dogs, then in cows and buffaloes, then in elephants and camels. The airport was filled with waist deep water. Our hotel where we were staying, in the dining hall, the water was up to knee deep. Outside, much more. There were about 5-6 Westerners and remaining Indians. Swamiji, now what? I said, let's go out. And those who have got blood flowing in their veins, please come out. Those who have got Coca-Cola, don't come out. So we came out and I said, now follow me. I was heavily raining. We went outside in the garden. I said, lift the left leg above the water slowly and slowly put it down and chant the mantra. Nothing to do. Then next, upper, slowly put it. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. And we started taking around and all of them were following me. And in a chorus, the mantra was going on. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. After 4-5 rounds, I took a tangent, came out. They continued. And after that, Swamiji, it was really wonderful. Learn to delete. Select, shift, delete. Learn. We keep on holding on to the things in this world. See? It is so important, friends. Therefore, Shruti Shiro Sandhan Tarkonu Sandhuyata, then Brahmasmiti Vibhavyata. Now, here is another important spiritual practice. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. Parrot. Nothing happens. What is the meaning of I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect? I am not that body, but this body I am. Hare Rama. See? That is not the way. Then what is to be done? Start positively. Bhagavad Gita has told to Arjun, delete, nothing else. Arjuna was holding on to what? I am grandson, I am the disciple, I am brother. Throughout the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan has not given any knowledge to Arjun. Only told what is wrong, remove that. See? And therefore, at the end, Bhagavan also asked him, has your delusion gone? Arjuna says, yes, delusion gone. That means we don't have to become divine. Only wrong notions are to be removed. And therefore, Brahmasmiti Vibhavyatam. The one technique I told you from toe to the top, no second technique I tell you. Do this bhavana. See? What is the bhavana? Bhavana is Aham Brahmasmi. Means what? This comes in Yoga Vasishta. Try this. I didn't know. I came to know after I studied Yoga Vasishta. Before that, I had mentioned in one international yoga conference. They asked me, Swamiji, kindly give your paper. We can circulate it among the participants. I said, I give one blank paper. So I don't know what I'm going to talk. It's not a prepared lecture. Then, now we don't know what Swamiji is going to talk. This was the introduction. I said, no, I will talk to you on Akasha Yoga. What is this Akasha Yoga? I said, I also don't know. Let us see what comes out. And then, these three Akasha, three spaces were told. One is Bhutakash, gross space. Second is Chittakash, mind space. And third is Chidakash, conscious space. Be attentive. This is Brahmasmiti Vibhavyatam. Now do this bhavana. What it is like being space. Space has no shape, no form. So your mind is slowly giving up the shape of your own body. So now the mind is given a topic, a theme, the space. So what it is like being space. This is Vibhavyata. Now add something more. See? Space supports everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't hold on to anything. So we have all the things. We don't throw anything away. But we don't get attached to anything. Live with this wisdom. That is the Brahmasmiti Vibhavyata. then slowly you will come to discover the space is without beginning, without center, without end, and without modification. Yes. Is it our experience? Again, work on it. Do we have the experience of birth, meaning, beginning? No. Do we have the experience that we are growing? No. People tell us. When a girl is asked by a child, Auntie, what is the time? Don't call me auntie before everybody. Call me Didi or a Buddha. In one marriage I went and one old man was sitting next to me and his granddaughter came. He said, दादाजी ऊपर चलो वहाँ जाना है आपको बुलाया है. सबके सामने दादाजी मत कहो, अंकल कहो. While talking, the teeth were khad khad khad. Because it is not their fault. Because we don't have the experience, we are growing. See? And the third thing, we have no experience of death. Working on this principle is vibhavyatam. So what will happen? None of the worldly possessions will have any impact on us. Brahmasmi iti vibhavyatam. Once in Delhi, there was some kind of mock thing going on. I was also there. They say, Swamiji, suppose you are made Prime Minister of India and given a freedom, you can make one law. Which law you will make? I said, I'll tell you first which law I will not make is in-law. Then what law I will make? There should not be inheritance of landed property by the next generation. कमाओ उड़ाओ उड़ जाओ. But we keep on collecting so much, so much, so much. That is why the whole samsara begins. When practicing this bhuta akash, the net result is sukha kachara will be discarded. Dry garbage, throw it away. Then when these world possessions are no more an issue for us, then we graduate the next level. That is the chittakasha, the mind space. So when the gross things of the world do not disturb us, then we go to the next step, mind space. What are the contents of the mind space? The thoughts. So like the gross space is not influenced by the gross content, in the same manner, the mind space is not influenced by the thought contents. Meaning what? Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labhau jaya jayo. The joy supported by the mind, the misery supported by the mind. Therefore, the mind is beyond joy and miseries. The gain is supported by the mind, the loss is supported by the mind. Therefore, the mind is beyond loss and gain. Be attentive. This world is made up of complementary opposites. Life has no meaning without death. Health has no meaning without disease. And all of them are supported by the mind. Then what should be the bhavana? Let there be misery, but don't become miserable. We don't have to become inert. No, go through the miseries because we are still alive. But to become miserable or not miserable is an option given to us. You decide. Like, earlier days when I used to come to USA, they used to give a long immigration form and so many questions. Reply only yes and no. Are you a member of active terrorist organization? Yes and no. Who is going to write there yes? But they are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Yes and no. Similarly, when we were entering this world, Bhagwan has given us immigration form. Anityam, Asukham, Lokam, Imam Prapya. You are entering the world full of miseries. Now the question is asked, do you want to be miserable? Options are given, yes and no. Those who take my yes, tathastu. Whole life you will be miserable. Make the miseries miserable. See, friends, that is the second spiritual practice. Brahma smiti vibhavyatam. Brahma means Brihatvad Brahma. Mind is much bigger than the thoughts. See, the gross space is bigger than the contents, the four elements. The more we thus merge in the big, small little things become irrelevant. See? And you see, we are all miserable only because of small little things. Is any one of you miserable because you could not become the president of America? Cause of our miseries, सुबह चाय नहीं मिली, अरे दरिद्री. Become miserable for standard thing at least. Friends. Therefore, when we are thus, like Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahansa to become miserable. Today also I had no vision of mother. Therefore, first Bhutakash, Sukha Kachra nikal gaya. Dry garbage thrown. Chittakash, then Gila Kachra nikal gaya. He did not talk to me in front of everybody. नाक साफ करो. रोते रहते. Don't justify you are miserable. Make it a firm resolution to yourself. Make the miseries miserable. Don't miserable. Friends, do you think the Mahatmas don't have miseries? They do have. Much more than what we can think of. Can you imagine a great Mahatma has gone in depression? भगवान शंकराचार्य क्या हो गया? यार डिप्रेशन में चला गया. No. See? Then the third thing comes. He is the Chidakash. Bhutakash, the objects of experience, do not disturb us. Chittakash, the experience of the objects do not disturb us. Chidakash, there is no division left between the object of experience and the experiencer of the object. They are merged. Where there is no sense of otherness, there cannot be a desire. Where there is no sense of otherness, there cannot be a sense of incompleteness. When these two things are negated, there cannot be anything but bliss. That is Chidakasha. Chidakasha is solid space. Be very attentive. To understand this, take this example. Gold is a solid space for all the ornaments. How can it be solid as well as space? Now think over it. Space is required for the contents to be there. Yes. So where are all the ornaments? Are the ornaments coming from outside and landing on the gold? No. They are there. But how they are? They are unmanifest. Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Avyakta bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidananyeva tatra ka paridevana. Nothing is created in this world. Everything is unmanifest, becomes manifest, again unmanifest. This is going on incessantly. So what is Chidakasha? Chidakasha is that experience where experiencer is not born. Now if you observe, your body has become still, your breathing has become extremely slow and shallow. You are listening to me. You are not reacting to anything. Because you are not becoming a listener. Experience without experiencer is Brahmasmiti Vibhavyata. So Brahma Aham Asmiti Vibhavyata. So three things we have seen. Let the worldly objects be not an issue for us in our life. Let the worldly experiences, good or bad, be not issue for us in our life. And let the success or failure be not issue for us in our life. Three things. In short, we have to live as Mr. Nobody. Somebody is always miserable. Nobody is never miserable. It is said in English, nobody is happy. It's very true. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. This is the meaning, Brahmasmiti Vibhavyatam. And thereafter, ahar garva parityajyatam. Ahar daily, every day, be attentive. Spiritual practice is not a part-time profession. It is a continuous, unbroken abidance in the truth. Yoga you can do for half an hour a day. Meditation half an hour a day, rest of the day frustration. Morning meditation, rest of the day frustration. People don't understand. I am doing so meditation, but they don't understand. You are doing meditation, what they will understand? They also really don't understand. Doing meditation becomes so miserable. Better we don't do it. See, spiritual life is a full-time preoccupation. If you want to maintain your figure and you say that I have decided not to take heavy food during the day. For 30 days, I will not take heavy food. Take simple water, coconut water, and wheat grass juice, and laukika halwa. And after 1 month, the weight has become more. How it has become more? Tell me what you have done. No, for 21 days I did not eat. But then how can it happen? Oh, at night I was eating. Because I had committed 21 days I will not eat. Night to kha hi nahi tha. To whom are we cheating? Friends, in our life, we cheat ourselves the most. We don't cheat others. Cheat ourselves. See? Therefore, Brahmasmiti Vibhavyatam ahar is a continuous process, and Garva Parityajyatam. See, Garvaha Parityajyatam. Garva is what? Garva is, if we have got something in us, it is God's grace. It is His blessings. Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter. Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha pruthak vidham vividha cha pruthak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam sharirvan manobhiryat karma praramate naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchayate tasya hetavaha tatraiva sati kartaram atmanam. Anything you do by your body, speech or mind, 5 things are required. Body, then adhishtanam tatha karta, the doer, karanam, the instrument, pruthak cheshta, efforts, and daivam, final touch is the divine grace. This being so, when we start thinking, I am doing, then you suffer. Therefore, this we have to again and again remember. So these 2 things. One is practicing Brahmasmiti, and when we are dealing our life day to day, surrender at the feet of the Lord. A bird with only one strong wing, another weak wing, cannot fly high in the sky. It will go on wriggling there and there only. In the same manner, Vedanta, it is said in Upanishad, Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha na medhaya na bahuna shrutena. Because you are able to talk, read, study, that doesn't mean it's everything. Then all efforts must be surrendered at the feet of the divine will. Meaning, there will be knowledge, but there won't be a knower. Friends, spiritual life is giving up all specialities. One boy asked, Swamiji, I want to become Mahatma. I said, Kabhi mat banna. Why? Remain as a human being. What is lacking is remaining as a human being. महात्मा बनते नहीं, जो बनते हो बनावटी होते हैं. There was a Mahatma and his disciple, Chela. They were walking on the banks of Ganges or Narmada Ji. Evening time, Mahatma Ji was calm and quiet. Ram ka jap chal raha hai and chal raha. Now the young disciple got tired because he was young. He got tired early. And the old Mahatma was comfortably walking. Then, shall we take a break here? Yes, yes. Maharaj, you must be tired. Yes, yes, I am tired. Actually, he was tired. And then there was one field and there was one machan, raised platform. So he said, what could be that? That may be a place for a person to take rest. Should I go and take rest there? Yes, you can do anything you like. You are free. What about you, sir? No, I will be sitting near Ganges and do my japa. I don't get sleep also. What will I do there? He goes, disciple, and nice bed, everything was there. He goes and sleeps there. And then at night, 9 o'clock, the owner of that place comes. And he sees with that candle in his hand, who is there? So this disciple says, don't you see, Mahatma hu. Mahatma hai, and laga. Mahatma don't sleep at night. They chant Lord's name. You are Mahatma? Marpit. The whole night went like that. He has to go somewhere. Next day morning, Guru Maharaj said, Beta, shall we go? No, Maharaj, we take one more halt. And then tonight, now you go and sleep there. So, the next day, Mahatma goes there. And he goes there and sits quiet. Without talking, not sleeping, sitting quiet. Again that person comes. Oh, today somebody is there. So when he sees, asks, who are you? Mahatma doesn't talk. He simply sits quiet. Oh, Maharaji, Maharaji. Immediately, namaskar, chamatkar, fruits and milk and everything and all that. And seva. Next day he comes down. The Chela is waiting. How was the hospitality? Oh, wonderful. He was such a great person. He did all that thing for me. How come? But he gave me a lot of beating. Why? He said, you must have become somebody. Then what happened? He asked me, who are you? I told him, I am Mahatma. Therefore, he got it. Don't become Mahatma. Be what you are. Friends, we don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. Nirvishesha Satta, unqualified existence is the truth. North, east, west, south is qualified space. And therefore, Feng Shui. See, for space there is no Feng Shui. In the same manner, the real spiritual practice is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. Kuch bano mat. See, once in some house when I went for taking food, so they gave me onion, I took it. The other lady, Swamiji, how they gave you onion? I said, they gave nicely cut properly. And give. No, no, no. Mahatmas don't eat onion. How can they give you? I said, you are right. Mahatmas don't eat, but I eat. How come? I said, I am not a Mahatma. Then I am CH Atma, Chota Atma. You label me Mahatma and ask me to behave the way you want. Friends, don't become anybody. Be whatever you are. Relax. Brahmai vasmiti vibhavyatam ahar garva parityajyatam. Garva is that arrogance. Do you know? I have studied Upanishad. How many Upanishad you have studied? 2, 3, 20. Have you gone to Kailash? अभी तो मैं जिंदा हूँ. Why should I go to Kailash? You have gone? Yeah, I gone for. I met this one Mahatma in which place it was? Portugal. He came for one conference and he said, Swamiji, next time you have to go to there, you come, you just phone me. I'll take you. I have gone around Kailash 108 times. What do we want to prove to whom? See, friends, this is one of the difficulty for most of us who are walking spiritual path. I don't take onion. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Don't eat anybody's head. That much was. Garva parityajyatam. Then audasinyam abhipsyatam. Janakrupa naishtiryamusrujyatam. See? Janakrupa audasinyam. Don't take service from others. Is one of the most important spiritual practice. They are called, you must be seeing in big Mahatmas, they have got one asandhari with them. Asandhari means whenever that Mahatma has to sit, his chela is there, he will be putting the asan and then only Mahatma sits there. Like we keep the children on a bed, we put something lest it may spoil. Similarly, the Mahatmas had required. So once in Andheri, there was some function. 4 or 5 Mahatmas were there. I was also invited. So I went and sat in the public. No, Maharaji, you have to come and sit, you have to speak. So I came. And then he said, Swamiji, who is your Asandhari? I said, who are you? See, friends, don't take service from anybody. One of the most important spiritual practice. Therefore, audasinyam abhipsyatam janakrupa. Live at zero expectation level. You can never be miserable in life. What is the misery? I expected this thing. It is your fault. No expectation from anything, including God. You will be living utterly happy. Moment, any expectation. Where I learned this, I'll tell you. Many years before, that was my first experience of a, before entering this profession. That was the first professional hazard I had. From Allahabad, I had to go to Gurgaon by train. And then some people I had to go to their place, so I went to their place. All of them were waiting in a bus, all loaded. And when I reached, oh, Maharaji, you have come, very good. Now the servant is there, our Dadaji is there. Now you be here and do whatever you like. We are going for the yatra. And then, my God, you can talk to him. So I became frustrated and just went out in a temple. And I was probably talking to myself always. So the Panditji was very elderly and very nice. He said, Mahatma ji, koi dukhi ho kya? Then I wanted to bring out the whole thing. So I told him. He said, look here. Parikshit ji was the only audience in front of Shukacharya when he told the whole Bhagavad Katha. Others came, but he was addressing only one audience. Why you require crowds? Talk to that old man. I said, yes, that is true. Then I spoke to him. But he will never talk anything, old man quiet. I thought maybe he is observing Mauna, etc. But he was sitting quiet. And I used to talk whatever I had spoken. After 8 days, those people came back. I said, yes, this is what I have done. Now you ask him how he liked my satsang because he doesn't talk. No, Swami, he is deaf. You could laugh. I was crying. See, friends, can there be more joy than this? If we can learn to laugh at ourselves and smile at others, then we are walking the real spiritual path. Otherwise, we'll be all the time frustrated. So, garva parityajatam, and then dehoham asmin iti mati rujjatam. Then this is one of the most important principles. Be very attentive. 3 things are to be attained. Number 1, freedom from body identification. Number 2, freedom from the notion that we are a soul in the body. Number 3, you have to do something to attain it. These 3 things are to be given up. That's all. Tyage naike amrutatva manashu. Upanishad says, na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyage naike amrutatva manashu. Na karmana, body identification gone. See? Dhanena, spirituality, meditation, no. Give it up. Tyagena, that which cannot be rejected. Aheyam anupadeyam. That which cannot be rejected is you. Hold on to that. Therefore, deheham matirujjatam. This notion that I am the body has to be given up. And then, Buddha janehi vadaha parityajjatam. Never be argumentative with the wise people. Go and sit quiet. I'll tell you one experience and conclude. There used to be one great Mahatma from Vrindavan. He was in Calcutta. I was also there. So I went to meet him. Before that, I met one Tamilian. He was a good friend of mine. I met him after 4 or 5 months, went to his house. He was in a bed covered with a mosquito net. His wife told Swamiji, don't touch him. If you lift his hand, bones break. He is having cancer all over the body. He cannot do anything. I went and saw and I was felt very bad. So I did Mrutyunjay Japa. Oh Lord, please save him, please save him, please save him. And Mrutyunjay Japa I did. That mind was much influenced by that. I went to see this Mahatmaji. First time he asked me this question. You want to ask something? I said, yes, this is what has happened. Now my question is, was it right on my part to do the japa for his recovery, or it was wrong? That was my question. He said, what has happened is over. Don't brood over it. Then he said, don't meddle in God's creation. If you can, serve. How great it is. Don't get involved in anybody's life. He knows. See? Like a child gets up at night, 1 o'clock, and wakes up, Mummy, 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 please wake up, take me to the bathroom, I have to go to Shushu. Now he is afraid to go to bathroom alone. Mummy is not afraid. What is the reason? For the child, going from one room to another room is the experience. For the mother, she is under the same roof. For you and me, going from one body to another body. From God's point of view, यहाँ से निकला यहाँ गया. Therefore, don't meddle in his creation. Serve to the extent you can. Thereafter, relax. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.